Good evening, all. Good evening, chat. Good evening, one and everybody. I mixed up my phrases there. I don't care. As you know, I'm the old geek, and I'm joined by.
English.
I can't really English. I'm joined by Joker in his alias of Time's Up, because that's the name of his channel, and I'm joined by Trialmaster IQ, who also has a channel called Intellectual Quandary, and we're joined by people in chat. We have Mr. Baker, Halakar, Straw Piglet, Gene. Hello, fellas. I'd just like to announce we're coming up to the 3-year anniversary for my channel, which is very nice.
Wow.
And I have been spending. I have spent some money. And we can blame Omanal drew this deal to my attention.
Nice, you got the Lone Wolf book. Sick.
First 5 in the series in a pack.
Nice.
I went and spent it the other day. It arrived today. So
well, we know what we're doing next book.
yeah. So, but blame Omanal for that. It's all his fault. He took me into it.
Thanks, Omanal, legend.
Didn't take much twisting.
No. Hello, Crafting Gamer, and hello, Manfred. How are you all, chaps? How are you all? This is tonight's delightful
Trial of Champions.
The Trial of Champions. Indeed. So, Trial of Champions, if you didn't already know, it has a reputation for being extremely nasty. You have to have a very high skill to have a remote chance of doing it. There is a statistics website, Imam was talking about it earlier, I've seen it as well. You have a 25.2% chance of being successful if you start with a skill of 12, which is the maximum. That's how hard it is. And it also says, don't bother to playing it with a character with a skill of under 10. You have zero, your chance is practically zero. So I will be... it's pointless as playing a very low skill character in this book. So I'm going to, when I create characters, I'm just going to keep rolling until I get one with a skill of 10, 11 or 12. And our first one has skill 10, stamina 19, luck 10. It just about meets the requirements. We do have a chance. We do have, a chance.
It's like a 0.2% chance.
Very small chance. Very small chance. Halakar, you are a star. Thank you, Halakar. Look at that. Look at that. Nice,
16 months.
Nice green banner already. That's marvelous. That's absolutely marvelous. Okay.
Not even 5 minutes into the stream.
Yeah, super duper. Keith's joined us as well, and we've got Jeb joining us. So, yeah, all familiar, all the familiar names. It's become a bit of a Friday ritual, hasn't it, fellas? It has.
Just now. And why not this? What we like to see.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Halakar is one of the old school channel members. There's Halakar, there's General Nut, and there's Hungar. I think General Nut was the first member, Halakar was the second, Hungar was the third. Something like that. But
yeah.
Share that love. Right. Oh, Hungar was. I thought Hungar was the third member. I'm pretty sure General Nut was the first. But there was 3 of you that joined very close to each other. Right. Shall we just dive straight in tonight?
Yes, why not?
For those who are playing games tomorrow, there will be an OSE session tomorrow afternoon. At least I'm hoping so. Gene's in the chat, sir. Gene's in the chat somewhere, so hopefully he can confirm.
Are you planning on pulling double duty, is he?
I don't know, because I'm playing in Bear's live stream game.
I know you and IQ are.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
playing in
looking
that,
forward to
playing
it.
that tomorrow night. And yeah, okay. So Gene, you're running tomorrow afternoon. There's no evening session unless you want to extend it and people want to keep playing it. Or you can't do two
Oh, Jane
sessions.
can't do
That's fair.
two sessions. That's
No,
fair.
That's fair enough. So yeah, it'll just be an afternoon session tomorrow then. So we're playing the live stream game tomorrow. Okay.
Starts at 8 p.m. our time.
Absolutely. Right. Shall we start with some background?
Yes, please.
It is another fiercely hot day, and the temperature in the sticky gloom below decks is unbearable. The air is thick with the acrid smell of sweating bodies. Nobody is allowed to speak, and the only noise to be heard above the monotonous creaking of the ship is the regular sharp crack of a whip, and the agonized cry which follows it. "Row harder, you dogs," shouts the one-eyed overseer as he cracks the whip once again. "Enjoy this pleasant voyage while you can, because you'll wish you were back on board after a day or two where you are going." Chained to a bench and straining hard at the long oar which you pull with two other galley slaves, your mind drifts back to that unfortunate day 1 week ago when you were captured. You had left Port Blacksand in a small bay to sail south down the coast to Oyster Bay. As ill luck would have it, a galley appeared on the horizon heading in your direction. It drew steadily closer, and it was not long before your boat was crushed under its bows and you were forced to dive into the sea. There was nothing you could do except climb up a rope that was thrown down to you, as your boat had become no more than a few pieces of broken wood floating aimlessly on the sea. It was useless to struggle as a crew of 20 hardened cutthroats surrounded you. A gruff voice from behind them ordered them to part, and an ugly, scarred man appeared, grinning and spitting juice from chewing tobacco onto the deck. His teeth were chipped and blackened, and a foul stench wafted in the breeze from his unwashed clothes. "Captain Bartella always delivers the goods. You'll make up for the one who died from the flogging yesterday. Saves me having to kidnap a landlubber. Must be my lucky day. But I wouldn't say it was yours." The captain let out a laugh, which was like a long, wheezing exhalation, and then barked out an order to his mate. "Take the rat below to meet the rest of the vermin." "Good evening, Hungar." Since that cursed day, you have been chained to your oar, rowing to the point of collapse towards an unknown destination. Suddenly you hear a shout of "Land ahoy!" and begin to wonder what evil awaits you. An hour later, you feel the ship bump against a jetty, and there is much shouting until the ship is finally moored. You are dragged from the ship with the other slaves, and see in the glaring sunlight that you are on a small island. A somber-looking castle sits on top of the island, and next to it there is a semi-ruined amphitheatre. A man wearing black chainmail armor hands Captain Bartella a bag of coins. Satisfied with his payment, the wheezing captain orders his men back to the ship, and you watch them set sail. The man in black armor steps forward, saying, "You are now the property of Lord Carnus. It is your honor to die for his pleasure in the arena of death here on Blood Island. Only one of you will survive, and he or she will represent Lord Carnus in Fang for the next trial of champions." Baron Succumvit has modified his deadly labyrinth and is now offering a 20,000 gold piece prize to anybody who gets through it. Of course, Lord Carnus will keep the prize if you get through, but you'll be spared your life. Baron Succumvit's reputation suffered greatly last year when somebody succeeded in getting through the labyrinth, but he now boasts that nobody can survive his new dungeon. Lord Carnus would like one of you to make Succumvit eat his words. You must understand that he hates his brother's fame. Now, follow me. You are led up the hill to the castle, where you are locked in a cell in the depths of the lower chambers. Sharing the dark cell with you are 4 others: a stout dwarf, a man-orc, a sinewy Easterner, and a bald, muscle-bound man. The mood is grim, and a few words are spoken as each of you ponders the impending combat. 42 slaves arrived by ship, and only one will survive. The dubious reward is entry to a deadly dungeon. And we have a GM Cody here. Good evening, Cody. And we have another membership renewal. Cheers, fella. Cheers, fella.
You're welcome, mate. Happy to be part of it.
Here we go. Hello, you're wrong. Don't drop the soap. Indeed. Itchy ear. Right. Starting with, that was the intro. We're starting with number 1. At dawn the following day, you are woken by the sound of heavy footsteps approaching down the corridor. A key turns in the lock of the cell door, and 2 guards wearing black chainmail enter, carrying trays of food. Eat well, says one of them, as you'll need all your strength to survive the day. By the end of it, you may all be dead. The guard then turns to you and offers you some bread and a bowl of soup. And here we have our first choice. Do we take the food, or do we try to overcome the guard and escape? So you have a choice here, food or fight.
Eat the
We
food.
need food.
2 votes here for food. Food or fight?
Too early to fight.
Hello. Oh, hold on. Here's Omanal. Omanal. It's all your fault. It's all your fault, Omanal. Yeah, everyone's of the same, in agreement here. So we're going to take the food. Turn to 49. I hope I do. The soup is thick with chicken and vegetables and tastes delicious. You devour it greedily and mop up the last drops with the bread. You have not eaten well for a fortnight and now feel fit and ready for the coming ordeal. When you have finished eating, you are led away to begin your first day in the arena of death. Turn to 22.
The arena?
The arena of death, yes. Yes. The arena of death.
Yes, an amphitheatre of sorts.
Yes. You are in the middle of the procession of 42 slaves, which wends its way along various corridors until you reach the amphitheatre. The sun is already beating down, making sand in the arena uncomfortably hot to your bare feet. Seated high in the stands is a dark hooded figure surrounded by guards. You watch him rise to his feet and lift his arms into the air, commanding silence. You know why you are here, Lord Karnas begins. It is my wish to be represented in the trial of champions. Some of you will die today, some tomorrow, and more the following day, until only one of you is left. Those about to die, I salute you. Lord Karnas sits down again and nods his head to signal the start of the proceedings. The slaves are split into 7 groups of 6, and you find yourself in a group accompanied by an elf, 2 Northmen, a dwarf, and an ogre. Your group is chosen first, and you are told that the first event is a race to test strength and stamina. A crude sack containing several heavy rocks is strapped to your backs. You watch as burning coals are brought into the arena and poured over a section of the makeshift racetrack. The 6 of you then lined up at the start, each carrying your burden, and are told to race around the track until one of you is lapped or collapses. Then you are off, and you all jostle for position on the way to jumping the first pile of burning coals. We have an option here. Do we set the pace, or do we stay at the back?
If we stay at the back, we can walk over it. If we stay at the back, we can walk over everybody that falls in front of us. Then we don't technically walk on the coals.
I think if we stay at the back, other people will burn their feet first and we can lap them.
Okay. Straw Piglet agrees with you.
I actually don't know. I've only played this once and I died very early, so I have no idea what's the right choice or not.
I had a trial run through. I had a trial run through it earlier in the week, and I got through the arena into the maze and died pretty quickly in there. So.
Same. It's way harder than Deathtrap Dungeon.
Oh, it is. It is. Okay, we're currently at 5-2 for Hanging Back. 14 people in chat.
What are our stats for this one?
10, 19, 10. Hungar reckons we run fast and trip the elf. What we should do is offer to feed the elf to the half orc. Hello, Daniel. Don't apologise for getting beer, Gene. It's Friday night.
Where's ours?
Nothing to apologise for, mate.
Just bring ours.
Night.
I do always say the fact that people in this community feel like they need to apologise for things like that just shows that we're all lovely people.
Or British.
Or British.
Well, you're wrong. You could always join us on a Saturday. And you will have a group.
Me.
Yeah, Canadians apologise and Brits apologise as well. We apologise all the time, except for Hungar because he's a jerk.
Unless you need better.
Yeah, we're like, oh, sorry. And then the Canadians are like, oh, we're sorry, eh?
Hungar, yes, of course. Yeah, I now have a printed character sheet rather than relying on a digital one. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm more organised now. Ready for tomorrow.
Only a little bit more organised.
You're upgrading.
I haven't got a gilded. I have got a gilded account, but I've stopped using it because every time you open the gilded app, it adds itself to your auto start in your computer, and I have a personal vendetta against programs that auto start.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So I took it out of auto startup, and then I opened it again, and it put itself back in the auto startup. So I haven't opened it since.
No, you're not going to stop me from auto starting. I will find my way back.
I object to programs auto starting. I like to just go into a clean desktop when I start.
I just find it rather humorous when programs find their way to go back to the way you started when you reboot it.
Yeah. So Gilded, if I find out Gilded stops doing that, I'll put Gilded back on. So I have got a Gilded account, but no, we play in Discord on a Saturday. And look what the cat dragged in.
Oh, speak of the devil, and who walks in? I can't say because IQ is still in green, blocking everybody's name.
Oh, his guns are cool.
Hey, guns!
He's logged in and fallen asleep. Right. So we're staying at the back.
Oh, okay, good. I think. I'm just glad that people agree with me.
One of the Northmen takes the lead, setting a fast pace. Round and round the arena you run, gritting your teeth harder each time you jump over the burning coals. After 20 minutes, nobody has been left behind, and the Northman increases his stride. Roll 2 dice. Add 3 to the total if you were flogged by the guards. I'm guessing that's if you fought the guards.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. We're going to roll equal to or less than our skill score. We've got a skill of 10. Guess what I've just rolled?
6.
No.
11.
No.
I don't know.
10. 10.
Oh, man.
Let's go.
Oh.
Lucky.
There we go.
I mean, skillful.
We're going to use these dice from now on. I'm going to switch back to these dice. And
Don't blame me.
not those
Don't blame me.
Are they the ones that are being nice to you?
No, they were evil to me when I played this book earlier in the week. Right. If total is same as or less than your skill score, turn to 360. We made it exactly, yeah. We've got a skill of 10, 12, 10 or lower on 2d6. Odds massively in our favour. Only just make it.
You're fucked if we got that -3.
Absolutely. The Northman increases his lead over the rest of you, but you feel you still have a lot in reserve should he come close to lapping the pack. When he gets within 10 meters of catching up, everybody decides to sprint. There are only 2 runners ahead of you, but you do not look back. Suddenly there is an agonized cry followed by a shout, which calls an end to the race. The dwarf lies prostrate in the sand, having collapsed just as the Northman caught up with him. While you are led back to your cells, the dwarf is quickly put to death before the start of the next race. 136.
Test 1 complete. Out of like 100.
There's loads. When all the races are finished and the survivors are back in their cells, you discover that the bald man does not return. Now there are only 3 others left in your cell. Although exhausted, you find it difficult to fall asleep. Your mind is occupied with what challenge the next day will bring. In the morning you are fed, and then one by one the slaves are led away to the arena. Eventually your turn comes, and when you reach the door to the arena, you are told to choose weapons. Do we choose sword and shield or trident and net?
Trident and net.
I agree, Daniel. I agree.
Daniel's awake.
It's awake.
Hello, Daniel.
I'm wondering what woke him up because no one said gun.
Smart ass.
So,
There's no shotgun, gents.
Daniel's like, we're fighting?
Yeah.
What was the choices again? Sword and shield and what?
Trident and net.
trident and net.
Oh, trident and net. Ah. I'll go for that.
Hungar has invited all of us to his house for dinner. He's cooking venison tenderloin steaks with rice, veggie, and gravy.
I think it'd be
Unless
cold
it's
by the time
halal,
we
mate,
get
I
there.
can't eat it, sorry.
You can't cook you can't eat venison.
No, well, it has to be halal.
Right.
But I can, if I was able to source it somehow. Or if I went and hunted and shot one myself and then killed it in a halal way, I could do that as well.
Yeah.
It does sound good though. I would eat it if I could.
Venison is lovely. Venison is really, really nice.
What does it taste like? Is it a bit more gamey than meat or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite flavourful, I find it.
And what's
quite lean as
veal?
well.
What's veal then?
I've had veal once, and it was a very light. It's baby cow basically, so it is beef, but it's very, very light in flavour.
Oh, okay.
Very delicate and tender.
I can
So
say
it's
not much
what-
texture to it. It kind of melts in your mouth.
It's like what lamb is to mutton.
Lamb is to mutton, veal is to beef. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Anyway, tangent.
Right. So we've got a couple of votes for sword and shield, but most people are going for trident and net. So trident and net wins.
What did you go for when you played it, John?
Trident and net.
Yeah, I did too.
275. Manfred really doesn't want us to go trident and net. Manfred's really, really, really fighting for sword and shield here. think we should put Manfred in the arena and make him fight for it.
Let's do it. I'm sure he'd be able to handle himself. He's been in a few scraps in his time.
Yeah.
I'm sure we all have, to be fair.
Decided in the chat. Very
What
pleasant.
the fuck is that?
I know it's associated with the animal family.
The guard opens the door to the arena and you step out onto the hot sand, which is now stained red with the blood of fallen combatants. Suddenly another door in the arena wall opens and out steps the dreaded bone crusher beast. Its tough leathery skin glistening in the sun. Its ugly head is small and houses two narrow, near-blind eyes, a flat nose and tendrils hanging over its taut mouth. Its torso, however, is massive, and its long arms are dauntingly powerful. He's not wrong, is he? So,
Not related, but I get the idea.
Is it not im or instead of in, or am I being stupid?
What?
You're not.
Is it not im, not in?
In what?
Im. I'm not saying the word.
No, it is, but it is right. It is inbred.
Inbred. INBRED.
I thought it was m as well.
No, it's in. It's no.
No. Otherwise, you'll be quoting a game called I'm Bred.
I'm Bred is a funny ass game.
It's enough for November.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know where I got the M from then.
I don't know.
Oh, stop playing on bread. Play toast instead.
Octodad.
Gene, you missed the option. Are you behind on the stream, Gene, or are you just? Or have you just been for a whittle because you've been drinking all afternoon? Is that what it is?
No, that would be me.
Okay, so we are fighting it with a trident and net. That's what it asks then. Are you fighting with broadsword and shield or trident and net? You allow yourself a faint smile as you have chosen a good weapon with which to fight your adversary. Edged weapons cause little damage to the iron-like hide of a bone crusher. There's only one way to slay a bone crusher, and that is to make it fall to the ground, whereupon its delicate balance will be totally destroyed, and it will be impossible for the bone crusher to get to its feet again. You move forward cautiously to snare it with your weighted net. Roll a d6. One of you three in chat. Roll me a d6.
IQ, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
And then we'll have time's up, roll next. How's that?
It's absolutely fine.
Game doesn't want the responsibility of rolling this.
I've rolled a 2.
Okay.
Oh wait, can you hear me? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. If the number is rolled, is a 1 to 3, turn to 31.
Manfred rolled 2 as well.
The bone crusher sniffs the air, sensing where you are standing, moves nimbly to its left, just as you release the net, which catches nothing but sand. Lose a luck point.
Fuck.
No.
Make a skill check. I've rolled 5 on the 2 dice. Our skill is 10. We've passed.
Wow, amazing pass.
The rolls staying as or less. Go to 66. Passing the skill check. Your dexterity allows you to gather up the net while avoiding the sweeping arms of the bone crusher. Once again, you take aim and hurl the net. Roll another d6. Go on then, Joker.
Go on, laddie.
Somebody else. I haven't got it at hand at the minute.
IQ, go ahead and do it again.
Again, okay. I got a 6.
And so did Manfred. You're copying each other. Or you're both in the same room. Is there something you're not telling us?
Hey, if he's here, he's invisible.
Your throw is on target and lands on top of the near-sighted bone crusher. As it thrashes around, it becomes more and more entangled and lets out an enraged howl. Before it can break free, you tug hard and pull the beast to the ground. The bone crusher lies helpless and defeated. Panting with relief, you are taken back to your cell. Oh, Manfred said he's under your desk. Don't elaborate. Please do not elaborate. Please do not elaborate. No.
Manfred, you weren't supposed to tell everyone.
He can't. His mouth's full. Sorry.
Keep it low. Before he chokes it.
Right.
Okay, that's enough.
That's enough of that.
Yeah, I'll leave that alone.
By the end of the day, only one other person returns to your cell. It is the mean-looking Easterner, a man who looks as though he would murder you for 2 copper pieces. As the light quickly fades, the guard shouts out an unexpected command. There are now 2 of you left in each cell. I only want one to come out in the morning for tomorrow's combat. Sleep well. The guard bursts out laughing at his joke, and even before he's finished, the Easterner dives at you, brandishing a long, sharp pin which was concealed in his headband. Unarmed, you must fight to the death.
What a fucking cheeky bastard.
Is that their Weetabix?
Dirty tactics.
We've got to fight it. We have the same skill as him, but he's only got 8 stamina to our 19.
Do we have a penalty for being unarmed?
No, there's no penalty for unarmed in this book because you don't start with a weapon.
All right.
That's true.
Speaking from experience, you grab the mat off of your bed, use that as your shield, and then you whoop his ass. Not that I would know personally. Just saying.
If ever I am stuck in a tiny cell with a mad man from the east, I will take that to heart, Daniel.
Did someone say my name?
Sounds like way too many tail whippings to me.
You're not from the east, Iman. You're from Burnley. That's northwest of here.
My heritage is from the east.
Shut it. You're from Burnley, which is northwest of here.
It's like, shut up. You're what I say you are.
Do not try to claim what's not yours.
Joker is from Smethwick, which is southwest of me. Smethwick. And Daniel is from Pennsylvania, which is a long, long way west and a little bit south of me. So I'm the easternmost one here. Anyway, gonna fight.
Australians in chat, flood him now.
We've lost the first round.
Damn it.
Uh-oh.
We've got much more stamina, but just don't want to lose all of it. And we've lost the second round. I've just rolled double 1 with my dice. Oh, we've tied. Almost a tie. No, ties are nothing. Don't make any changes. And that's another tie. 8-8. I saw it. I'd roll double 4. That's better. No. Oh, finally, we win a round. Okay, that's the first round we win. It's not going very well. Dice hate us at the moment. Yeah, we've lost another round. The orange dice are rolling very, very high at the moment. We've tied. Just rolled 4 5s. Oh, we've won a round.
Oh.
It's 3 rounds with 3 ties and 2 rounds to us. You can indeed get to us. Oh, that's another round we won. Right, we're leveling out now. So,
one more, right?
One more, yeah. You can get to us. You can indeed get to Australia by going west. In fact, Iman, you could get to Birmingham by going west. You'd just go all the way around the planet. Oh, we've lost around. We're down to 11 stamina. He's done us for 8 stamina so far.
Fucking hell.
And finally, there we go. Okay, it was even. That was even. I think it was four. I think it was 4 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses there.
I think it was, yeah. It's about as even as you can get.
Absolutely.
Them dirty Easterners. What are they like? With their dirty tactics.
He had skill 10, so he's tough. First monster you fight, skill 10. That's what this book's like.
Wait, what was the Bone Crusher?
Oh, it's that.
Oh, I guess that doesn't really count, does it?
Unless you fight it with the
sword and shield.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Next time. Yeah.
Right, I'm imagining the Bone Crusher to be skill 12, though, just from looking at it.
It looked pretty meaty, didn't it?
Yeah.
You slump back against the cell wall after the fierce fight with the Easterner and fall asleep with exhaustion. When all the survivors are assembled in the arena in the morning, there are only 12 of you left. The first test of the day involves a deadly machine. You will need lightning reactions and steel nerves to survive it. It's made of a pole fixed to a heavy base. 2 sharp blades stick out from either side of the pole, one at head height and one at ankle height. One of the slaves is made to stand by the pole, which is promptly spun around by one of the guards. The slave alternately has to duck under one blade and jump over the other to avoid being badly cut. Your turn comes last, and there are 9 survivors so far, the 2 others having had their throats cut. You stand by the pole, adrenaline pumping through your veins. The guard spins the pole and you start to jump and duck. Roll 2 dice, equal to a less than our skill score. There was no option to take the pin, Manfred. Double 4. That's fine. That's
nice.
Fine. Double 4.
We've survived for now.
Turn to 94. Hopefully chat are realising just how bad this would have been if we'd got a dodgy skill at the start of this. We've had
Could
one
be dead
fight
already. All those 4 draws would have been 4 losses. So we would have been 8.
Yeah.
We've got 3 stamina right now.
We've already fought a 10 skill creature. We've had 2 skill checks. I think losing them would have been instant death. So, yeah, this is rough.
I think you might be right. Either that or you get a chance to save yourself by testing your luck or testing your skill again.
Possibly. Well, if you're testing your luck, you lose.
Very harsh.
It costs you luck points every time you test your luck, doesn't it?
It does.
Mm.
You get into a steady rhythm of ducking and jumping, and slowly the pole spins to a halt. You have survived another ordeal. The next test begins immediately. You and the rest are split into 2 groups of 5. You watch the first group of a dwarf, a man-orc, a woman warrior, a barbarian, and a dark-skinned southerner stand silently as a spiked ball and chain is lashed to each of their sword arms, and a small shield is lashed to their other hand. They are then blindfolded and ordered to commence battle against one another until there is only one left standing. It's a sickening spectacle to watch as the fighters tread warily around the arena, swinging their balls and chains. The dwarf falls first, swinging their balls. Hey!
Sorry.
Hello, sweet chariot.
Sophomoric humor there.
Absolutely, they're swinging their balls. The dwarf falls first, quickly followed by the warrior woman, because she didn't have any balls to swing. In the end,
Oh my God. Can I have a little limerick to say.
Go on then.
Balls cried the queen, if I had to, I'd be king. The king laughed, he had to.
Balls cried the
Balls
queen.
cried the queen, if I had to, I'd be king. The king laughed, he had to.
He had 2 balls, yes. Yes.
Okay, anyhow. Sorry to
I
interrupt.
died. Sorry. Looks like my balls dropped.
Yes. Halakar is quoting AC/DC.
There you go. Good tune.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good reference.
Yep.
Anyway, in the end, the Southerner stands triumphant and his blindfold is removed. He's led away, then each member of your group is armed in the same way. You can feel your heart pounding in your chest as the order is given to commence combat against the 4 unseen adversaries. Barefoot in the sand and nobody makes a sound. Shall we step to... Do you wish to step to the left? Or do you wish to step to your right? Or do you wish to put your hands on your hips? Or do you wish to bring your knees in tight?
How about we
The
dance like
time will begin.
How about we dance like an Egyptian?
All right. So, step left or step right?
Left.
How the fuck should I know?
Left
I'm
or
fucking
right?
blindfolded. Oh, what the fuck? I don't know. Right. Fuck it.
Easy time, and it's the pelvic thrust that really drives you insane.
It's looking like left is going. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
You step to the left and get a mace clobbered into your fucking skull. You're dead. I don't know.
That's
I
the
don't know
story
what's
of my
happening.
life. So yeah.
Every time you step left, you get hit with a mace.
Step
I was
to the
going to say
right.
it sounds more like the story of his death.
All right.
What we
So
saying,
we are
chaps?
a chatter heavily going towards left.
Okay. I don't
To
know if
the
that's
left.
right or not, but we'll see. That's what Beyonce said. You're following Beyonce, yeah?
To the left.
No.
To the left. Oh,
No, 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 no,
I
no,
would
no,
follow
no,
Beyonce.
no, no,
it's
no,
a-
no.
it's all right, Geek. That's all I know of that song. That's
Same.
all I know is that line. I don't know the rest of it.
I'm the same way. Don't worry about it.
Thankfully.
Left it is then.
Destiny's Child were just a group of caterwauling witches. I can't stand their music.
Correct.
They had one good song, Survivor.
No, they
that
had-
was it.
Oh, no, that was abysmal.
It was all right.
No, it was abysmal.
You have to remember, I'm a child of the 90s, so I grew up with it. More my sister listening to it, rather.
I thought Eternal were just as bad as well. Couldn't stand them
Destiny
either.
Child, M People, Sugar Babes, Little
Girls
Mix.
Aloud.
I didn't mind M People because at least they had some talent. You step slowly to the
Pussycat
left.
Dolls. Oh, they were actually pretty good. Let's not lie.
The music was terrible.
They were
You step
shit,
slowly
though.
to your left, yes, straining your ears for the sound of movement. Suddenly, there is an agonized cry and a dull thud as a body falls to the ground not far in front of you. Do you wish to step further to your left, or do you stand your ground and swing your ball and chain?
Swing.
I'm swinging for the fences.
Why do neither of those sound like good options? Can I not step backwards?
No, you have an option to swing your ball and chain or step left again.
Swing.
Oh shit. Man, I don't know.
Oh, we know
Yeah,
what
okay.
happens if you go left and Nightmare. You fall
Swing for
down.
the fences. I'm with Dan on this one. Swing for the fucking fences.
Let our ball swing.
Hey, bada, hey, bada, hey, bada.
Hey, Ballabing.
Okay.
Look,
Sing.
just talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
We will.
Talk
Okay.
amongst yourselves for a moment.
So
This book scares me.
what's everybody's plan for the weekend?
Ooh, me and John are playing in Bear's Palladium game tomorrow, so looking forward to
That's
that.
in the afternoon. I might might lurk on that one.
Go ahead. I think John will be simul streaming, and
Yeah.
it'll also be on Bear's channel.
I'll probably lurk on that because I don't think he has room for another, so I'll probably lurk. Well, I just
Yeah, Bear kind of has a waiting list for most of his games.
I know. I'm surprised he let me on, because I'm like the newbie here. So.
Well, I just didn't. I was busy with other crap, and I didn't get around to signing up.
Look,
he was very nice about it. He's like, "Hey, I'm sorry, but we're full," and it was all on me. I was busy. I had crap to do that day, and I couldn't get in to sign up and make a character with them. But
right, people in chat are talking about who they fancy. You're talking about who they fancy. And whatever, it's obligatory. I have to do it.
Susanna Hoffs.
Oh my God! Okay, I'm gonna have to pause. I'll be back in a moment.
No, whoa! Put yourself on mute, please.
It's got to be done. It's just got to be done.
Who was my childhood crush? Wait, how old were you when you had this crush? Well, I'm assuming you still have it, but you know what I mean. Like when you developed it.
Mid-teens.
She's only 60 years old. She actually just posted a pic last week, and ugh, that's about all I gotta say.
Given my age, it was kind of been over mine.
And I'm older than John, so they were popular when I was DJing when I was like 18, 19 years old. The Walk Like an Egyptian was popular.
Yeah.
So
yeah, she's in this picture, she's 50 odd.
Yeah.
She looks good for her age. Wow.
Hey, oh yeah. Right. Anyway, stop it.
you brought it up.
You started it. Just saying.
You lot started it by talking about Beyonce and the Pussycat Dolls.
That was me. Yeah, I admit I started that, but I didn't start talking about I mean, I just said they were fit. I didn't say I fancied them. And then chat fancies.
Right. Anyway.
But actually, when I was a teenager, yeah, that brunette one, the brown one from Pussycat Dolls, she was fucking fire. Anyway.
Right. Anyway, so we're standing on the ground. We're swinging our balls. Just as you begin to swing your ball, Jane, one of the other combatants steps up behind you, swinging his weapon.
Hopefully not his balls.
Test your luck.
Was it a Bratwurst? It's German.
That's a good luck test. Look at that, Iman. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Yes. We had 2 of those when we were fighting the Easterner, though. When we were fighting. It wasn't not good during combat.
Are we on 8 luck now?
Yes.
Yeah.
271. Oh, I've turned to the wrong page.
Oops.
148. 148. Started talking about a tongue. Eh? You make first contact, and your unseen opponent cries out in pain as a spiked ball slams into his shoulder. But you do not hear him fall. You turn your head, listening intently for another grunt or groan. The man bites his lip and makes no sound. If you wish to stay where you are and continue swinging, say so, or shall we step to our left now?
Say so.
Left or swing?
What the hell kind of choices are these? You can't step backward.
Left or swing? Stop you.
And if you're still swinging, it's painful if you stop.
Right, we've got 2 votes for stepping.
I also say step to the left.
And then you said
Spring.
I think we got lucky with the swing. We're not going to get lucky again.
In time. Right, we had 3 votes.
The only reason I go to parties.
No, I don't want to see you dancing to that at a party.
And the Macarena and everything else.
The Macarena's been out for about 30 odd years now, 25 years. I'm proud to say I have never
anniversary Rocky Horror's on.
I've never even once twitched a muscle to the Macarena. I'm proud of that fact.
Is that just because you're scared of messing up halfway through?
No, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
No, it's called fun.
It's not fun.
I danced to the Gangnam Style at my ex-girlfriend's 18th
No, that's
birthday.
embarrassing.
I've never done that one either.
I have a funny about the Macarena. My district manager, we had 12 KB Toys. If you're from America, you know what it is. It's a toy store. Sell everything from frickin' summer swim toys to Barbie dolls, G.I. Joes, bottles, puzzles.
Like Toys R Us, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was a store manager, and we had 14 or 16 stores in our district. Well, we had a regional meeting. So there was like 180 store managers and a lot of higher ups at the meeting. My boss, my district manager, gets all liquored up and does the Macarena on the bar at the hotel.
What's all with that music?
And so, like 6 months later, she's bitching at me because she came into my store unannounced, and I'm all hungover, reeking of Southern Comfort and beer. And she bitches me out for being hungover at work in the morning. I said, who was the one doing the Macarena on the bar at the regional meeting?
Whoops.
That ended the conversation right then and there.
And it did, rather quickly.
Did it end your job?
What's that?
I was wondering if it ended your job as well.
I was wondering that too.
She was too pissed to remember who was there. No, probably.
Well, it's not just that. It's like, how dare you fucking use that against me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Manfred, the only group formation style dance I have ever done was when I was about 10 years old, a child. I danced to the Birdie song because kids did that.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is that?
Google the Birdie song after this.
Okay.
You don't. Just don't do that. Don't.
You might as well do the Superman song.
The Birdie song by a band
is
called
it like
Tweets.
Oh, it's an actual song. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it was number 1 in the charts, I think.
Wow.
there wasn't many moves to it. Trust me, don't worry.
I wondered if it was like the duck song of the generation before.
Oh, the dancing duck or whatever it's called.
The duck with the lemonade stand. That one.
Don't know that one.
The duck song.
No.
Okay.
No. Oh, I might have done the YMCA when I was a kid as well. I probably did do when I was...
everyone's done that. Oh, the cha-cha slide. Someone has to have done that.
No,
come on, we all did the cha-cha slide. If you didn't, you're lying.
No, I've never done it. Never done it.
Come on, man.
No, I don't do that.
We should take the advice from that song right now. Slide to the left. Just to segue back into the book.
I did the YMCA when I was a kid. Anyway.
That was meant to segue back into the book.
Yeah. Yes. You walk very slowly as you know there are bodies lying in the sand. You stop to listen, but hear nothing. You decide to turn around and walk in the opposite direction. Suddenly you hear a gruff voice cry out, "If there's anybody else, I'm over here." You decide to accept the bold challenge and walk in the direction of the voice, swinging your ball and chain. You clash head-on with your unseen opponent in a blind fight to the death. He's skill 8
walking into the darkness. Walking into the darkness, swinging.
Oh, are we actually fighting?
Yes, he's skill 8, stamina 8, so it's a fighting slave. So we've got the advantage. Hopefully the dice won't be too evil. No, we've won the first round. 2-point advantage on skill, so odds in our favour. 5-6, that's enough.
Yep.
You've missed Susanna Hoffs. Oh, the dice have turned in our favour completely. If we'd have been level, we'd have beaten them. Oh no, we'd have lost the first round if we'd have been level. If you win turn to 61, a cheer goes up as your opponent drops to the ground. You hear guards enter the arena, and soon your blindfold is removed. Oh, hang on. That's an image of the blindfold pit fighting.
Nice.
Your blindfold is removed, and your weapons are untied from the wrists. You are led away to your cell, realizing that only the Southerner stands between you and victory. That night, you are well fed and your wounds are bandaged. Add 4 stamina points. In the morning, the familiar ritual of being led to the arena is repeated, but this time you're made to stand face to face with the Southerner. You're each handed a dagger and a studded glove. At the command of Lord Carnus, the final arena battle commences.
So there was 42 competitors, and all of a sudden now there's 2.
There's 2, yes.
So we've done pretty well so far.
There were 12 yesterday. Here we go. He's skill 10, stamina 10. So we're skill 10, stamina 15.
On behalf of the North and the Midlands, John, we have to beat the Southerner. Come on.
So as long as our dice remain relatively balanced, we should get through this. We've won the first round. 9-6. 6-6. We've tied the second round. 3-2. Oh, I saw that. Look at that. Look at that. 3-2. We've won that round with a roll of a 2 and a 1. We've lost that round. Oh, it's turned now. 4-10. That's a hefty defeat. 7-7, a tie. 8-8, another tie. 7-8, we've lost. So he's on 6 stamina, we're on 11. 9-9, another tie. 8-3, we've won that one. 11 stamina to 4 now. 5-9, we've lost that one. We're on single digits. 4-9, we've lost that one. We're down to 7 stamina. He's got 4 stamina.
Yes. So did we start with?
We started with 15 to his 10. 7-6, we've just won a round. We're 1 hit away from killing him. 5-10, we've lost that one.
Fuck.
4-6, we've lost that one. We're 2 hits away from dying. He's 1 hit away from dying. What a way to finish it off. Where is it? 11-3.
Quickly find some bread.
Yeah. We did 10 damage to him. He did 12 damage to us in that fight, but we got through it. We have 3 stamina left.
In the world of nightmare, can we find some bread?
In this book, unlike Deathtrap Dungeon, we don't have provisions either.
No. Okay, this is quite a long one to read now. As the southerner drops to his knees, clutching his stomach, he manages to utter a few words with his dying breath. Good luck in the dungeon, stranger. But if you get a chance to be alone with Carnus, remember those of us who died in his arena. The southerner grimaces with pain and falls silent. You vow to yourself that you will avenge your fellow slaves' deaths and kill Lord Carnus if you survive the deadly labyrinth of Fang. That night you are the honoured guest of Lord Carnus and indulge yourself in your every whim. You gorge yourself on delicious food and enjoy yourself long into the night. After a week of luxurious living, you return to full fitness, restore your stamina to its initial total.
Whew.
What about luck? Can I have some luck points back?
Thank goodness for that.
What did we get to? 8. Look.
Well, 8 luck, yeah. Then, locked in chains, you set sail with Lord Carnus and 30 of his guards, and 10 days later you arrive in Fang, the venue for the annual Trial of Champions. The town is swarming with people, intrigued by the trial, and eager to celebrate. However, there's no time for you to enjoy the hospitality of Baron Succumbit, as it is late in the evening of 30th of April, and trial begins at dawn the next day. You spend the night in a tavern under the watchful eyes of the guards, and at dawn you are led to the entrance of the deadly labyrinth. It's supported by ornately carved stone pillars depicting demons, deities, and writhing serpents. You see Baron Succumbit shaking the hands of the other contestants, a chaos champion wearing dark spiked armor, an eastern warlord in full battle costume, an elven prince, and a dwarf noble. This year, the prize has attracted illustrious contenders. You take your place alongside them, and you're asked to draw a bamboo stick from the hand of the Baron. The number 2 is etched on the stick, and you are to enter the dungeon second after the dwarf. To the cheers of the exultant onlookers, you pass between the pillars, armed only with a magnificent sword given to you by Lord Carnus. Without a backpack, food, or armor, you feel ill-prepared for the coming ordeal. But at least you have this fine sword and a leather pouch at your belt. So you've got a sword and a pouch.
Why do I have an idea I don't like what's in the pouch?
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It's just air, mate.
The sound of the crowd quickly dies away as you walk on down the dimly lit tunnel. What horrors lie before you, it is impossible to imagine. But you know that Baron Succumbit has spent the last year modifying his Deathtrap Dungeon so that it is now reputedly lethal beyond comprehension. But your desire to avenge the deaths of your fellow slaves makes you determined to succeed. The tunnel leads straight ahead for 50 meters, and then you come to a doorway in the left-hand wall with a "Keep Out" sign written on it in dried blood. You hear scratching and sniffing sounds coming from the other side of the door. Do we draw our sword and open the door, or do we keep on walking down the tunnel?
Door.
I almost want to say keep walking because I just feel like the first thing is going to be an insta-death, and I don't know why.
Well,
I genuinely don't remember. I played this book once and I died very early on, and I can't remember what I did.
I played it earlier in the week, and I got to where we are now with a similar strength character. And
I remember thinking the amount I struggled with Deathtrap Dungeon. I tried this and I thought, I'm not playing this again. I can't be arsed. It's too hard. I mean, there's a certain point where like the challenge becomes annoying rather than entertaining and fun.
Yep.
Deathtrap Dungeon walks that line. Trial of Champions is like, what line?
Well, it's 7-1
to be allowed for the door.
7-1.
All right, everyone. The door it is.
It's a friendly kitty cat. Yeah, right. Say that to the goodies.
They won't know the goodies on here. The door opens easily, and you step into a small room. Before you have time to look around, a huge black hellhound leaps at you with flames shooting out from its cavernous mouth. You must fight this savage beast to the death.
What did I say? What's its skill and stamina?
7 and 6.
Oh, it's not too bad.
After each attack roll, you roll a d6.
It
On a
reads
1 or
fire
a 2, yeah. If you roll a 1 or a 2, you take damage from its fire. Let's hope we beat it in the first 3 rounds.
Well, chat, looks like I was right for once.
11-7, we've won the first round.
Let's go.
4-4. Oh, I've got to roll this. I've rolled a 6. It hasn't burnt us. 4-4. Oh, it's burnt us on the second round. I rolled a 2. But it's only one point of stamina. But we've wounded it twice now. 3 rounds in a row. 3 rounds in a row. And it's burnt us twice. Okay, we've only lost 2 stamina from it.
That could have gone a lot worse.
Nah, it wasn't.
But I just want to. That's the first door.
That was a fairly easy fight. It's
only going to get harder. It's only going to get harder.
Of course it is. Of course it is. I've seen the stats of the Chaos Champion. The room is empty, apart from a pile of straw and old bones in the far corner. Do we rummage through the straw, or do we leave the room and walk along the tunnel?
Rummage.
Yeah.
Yeah, rummage.
Let's risk disease and rats and rummage.
I don't want to spoil anything, but we need to find gold rings. That's what we're looking for in this adventure.
5 gold rings.
I have 3 of them. 2 of them are for sale.
The pawn shop's like, best I can do is $1.69.
Look at my Discord. What's at my Discord, Hungar?
One careful owner.
What's at my Discord?
2 rings, 1 careful owner each.
Oh, Hungar's dinner.
All right.
That looks absolutely magnificent.
Fit for a Starvarian?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nice. I'll check it out.
Venison, rice, and veg. Yeah. I'd enjoy that.
It sounds well balanced.
Well, a message from Manfred as well. I'm not going to share this one at the moment. I'll have to look at it afterwards.
Oh, he's gone.
I can tell Hungar from that. That looks splendid. That looks absolutely marvellous. I hope it tastes as good as it looks.
It probably tastes better.
I'll show you a picture afterwards. Okay, so we're rummaging in the straw.
Yes.
In fact, I think I should show. I should show Hungar's dinner to the world. Okay.
You're going to get people messaging you asking you to be their personal chef.
Welcome to Master Chef.
Oh, he's actually a chef?
I'm going to show Hungar's dinner to the world.
Fair play to you, mate. Stressful job.
Yeah.
That looks good.
It does, doesn't it? It does. There we go. Look at that.
Yeah. Definitely the looks of a chef.
What's the size of that steak? Is it, 4 ounces? 6 ounces?
It's probably about 6 ounces of meat, I guess. Maybe 8.
Decent size.
Yeah.
I would go for 8 myself. I'm a fat bastard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say that, I'm not, but...
No, you're not. You're skinny. But that looks marvellous.
Or as the Italians would say.
And the Italians would say what? It's about 8 ounces. Okay.
Well, I was doing the Italian hand thing.
Okay. Oh, Halakar's ill.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Get well soon, mate.
Oh, you find a gold ring lying on the stone floor under the straw. You place it in a leather pouch on your belt and leave the room.
Nice.
Continue
Literally
on
what
the
I
tunnel.
said. Okay, never mind. I guess we were right to go in here, guys.
We have 5 gifted members.
5 gifted members. 5.
Oh,
Okay,
Daniel, you ledge.
Daniel is a star. Who got them? Who got them? Announce them. Straw Piglet, I can see, has turned green. He's become
Reveal yourselves. No, not like
Give it the
that.
green light.
Well, it depends on who you are if I want to see you revealed.
Wait, Dan, are you a member yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then. I was wondering, your name's coming up in white, but I think that's maybe just from the StreamYard thing.
I don't know.
I was thinking, this guy's gifting all the memberships. He don't even have one himself. You do. That's good.
So who got them? I mean, I know Straw Piglet's got one. We got Straw, Coco, Mage, Richard, and From the Hilt. So 5 regulars.
Dungeon Crawler.
Oh, fantastic!
Livingstone.
It went to. They're all people who've been involved in the chat by the looks of things. Perfect.
We play with some of them on Saturdays.
Yeah. Absolutely. That was a good.
Wow.
That was a good $5, Daniel. Well
That's a
done.
good round of gifts. Wow.
Absolutely.
We actually got like probably the 5 most deserving people who aren't already members.
Correct. Yeah.
5 of them. In fact, there's 5 people who have been members and have got membership themselves before and that sort of thing. So, just good. It's great.
Legend, Daniel. Nice one.
Okay, so we've got a leather pouch. 5 people who get involved. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The tunnel soon comes to an end at a T-junction. Do you wish to head left or do you head right? Left.
Right.
Right.
What happened from rummaging?
We got
Found
the
a
gold
gold
ring.
Well, we found one. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Left or right? Left or right?
Right. Yeah.
Left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I picked the wrong thing last time, so whatever everyone offers it me is good.
Left.
It's a step to the left. No, hop 3 times.
No.
To the right, to the right, to the right.
Where's the mute button? Right. Okay. There we go.
Hang on.
The bad thing is, this morning before work, I watched a video on TikTok or something, and it was this person posted their 3 dogs doing that song. The dogs literally would hop to the left 3 times, hop to the right 3 times, and do a turnaround. It was hilarious. What I want to know is, how boring of a life do you have to train your dogs to do that?
The whole world for training dogs.
Sorry,
I
I'm
would
back.
report them. I would report them for cruelty to animals.
Yes, I agree.
We're going
I was going to
Maybe
say
the
right.
cross.
Oh, we're going left. All right, fuck it then.
Left. I'm still saying left.
Yeah, we're going left. Left as one.
What?
Meow. Meow.
Yeah, my cat's bitching at me.
Meow. Meow.
I'm going to go make a brew. I'll be back.
Make brew. After 30 meters, you notice that the ceiling has about 20 spears pointing down from holes in the rock. You look on the ground for a tripwire which may trigger them, but you do not see one. Do we walk on, or do we retrace our steps?
Retrace.
Walk
I'll
on.
say
or
go back. I'll go with him. Let's go back.
Do not like a amount of spears that I don't know what triggers them.
People say that almost everyone's going with retrace steps. Okay.
What?
Meow.
Oh, he's pissy tonight.
Yes, I also agree. Go backwards.
Go back. Okay. 304. We're retracing our steps. In the distance, you hear the sound of running water, and soon the tunnel ends at the edge of a pit. A rope bridge straddles the pit, and beyond it, the tunnel continues straight on. There's a wooden box tied to the bridge, and a sign above it which reads, "Pay gold to cross." A rope hangs down from the bridge. Peering down into the gloom of the pit, you can just make out a fast-flowing river far below. What do we do? Do we drop a gold object, it'd be our gold ring, into the box and walk across the bridge? Do we walk across the bridge without paying, or do we climb down the rope into the pit?
I'm saying drop the ring.
So,
I'd say keep the ring, but the other two options, I'm not too sure.
Yeah. What were the two options that weren't get rid of the ring?
Climb down the rope to the pit, or try and cross the rope without paying.
just answer pay, walk, or climb.
Pay.
Climb down.
Would you
I say climb down.
The rope to the pit.
Climb, okay. Pee down the cliff into the river and giggle uncontrollably. Yeah, okay. Right, Hungar's saying walk on. Keep saying pit. Climb, walk, climb. Climb, walk. Climb is winning. Climb down is winning.
Let's go, lads.
Yeah, climb down is winning quite convincingly.
Whatever we do, we can't get rid of the gold rings. We need them.
Before we climb.
Climb down with an empty bladder then, okay?
Yeah.
Whatever happens, we need to keep the gold rings. We need them.
We need more than 5 as well, don't we?
I think we need 9.
Nine?
Yes.
One less than 10. Why, did we get one finger cut off?
No, I think it's something to do with page references. Like if you have these 3 rings, turn to that page or some shit like that.
That's how they often do it. Okay, climb down the rope into the pit. 355. Your feet find a ledge protruding out over the river. You release the rope, walk along the ledge, and find that it leads to a completely black cave mouth. Suddenly, 2 bony arms shoot out of the darkness and try to push you off the ledge into the river. Roll 2 dice. I've rolled 8, which is lower than our skill score. 100.
I think we're all right.
Yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Although, I do remember there's a test skill where if you succeed that you die. I was like, what?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, Deathtrap Dungeon has one too, though. So nothing new there.
Only your lightning-quick reflexes save you from being knocked into the river. You teeter on the ledge, but regain your balance. You draw your sword to attack your enemy. From out of the dark cave steps a creature which has the appearance of a stooped, starving man with long arms touching the ground and gaunt, brown, leathery skin. You recognize it as a strider, a cunning, hired killer. It doesn't look Aragorn to me. The strider is armed with an iron pole which has blades at either end. It's a fearsome weapon in the hands of the dexterous strider. Gotta fight it.
Don't he look welcoming?
Oh, he looks marvellous, doesn't he? He's got like a double-headed glaive.
I was going to say, is that what it is?
Hmm.
I don't know if there's another name for it. Well, I was going to say a double-sided glaive, yeah.
It's called a fantasy glaive because they didn't exist in real life.
Okay. Interesting.
No, but why would you? Because you're giving up reach, risking cutting yourself.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I don't know. Ask Darth Maul why he wanted a double-edged lightsaber.
Because he's a nonsense character in a wrong film.
I agree.
Kind of like, what's his name? Han Solo's kid had that lightsaber with the two. His hilt had two little lightsabers sticking out of the side. All you're going to do is kill yourself.
Yeah.
It's like having a sword with two knives sticking out of the side.
It's highly impractical.
Exactly.
It's why double-bladed axes are might be useful for a woodcutter to turn the axe over when it gets blunted.
Because you don't have to sharpen your blade. But that's about it.
But no, yeah, but in a battle, no. No,
Daniel, logistically, right? You're the gun expert, so I'll ask you. In Final Fantasy VIII, there's a thing called a gun blade, which is literally a revolver, and underneath the stub, there's a huge ass blade attached.
Actually, that was a real thing.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They made revolvers with that, and then they also made a Derringer. It was a single shot pistol with that. They are totally, they're totally useless. They look cool, but not. You either pull your pistol, you pull your knife. You don't do both.
Well, going back, is it the 18th century, 19th century, when a lot of soldiers had rifles with a bayonet fitted on the end?
Oh yeah, well
yeah.
But this is kind of the opposite. It's like a gun hilt of a sword, like a revolver is the hilt, and then the blade is just the blade.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of a gun with a bayonet.
They still have
But then again,
you're making them. But
you're expecting any logic from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
No, I just wondered if there was an actual real-life equivalent.
They are.
I want to know what exactly a bipenis axe is.
A what?
Ooh.
You would think that
No idea.
all of our nerd minds would know what that is.
Can I just say I have never come across this in Saints Row. I've come across the baseball bat, but not this.
Okay, now technically,
A poleaxe. A poleaxe is, I believe, also in the name of a tackle.
Mm.
Like in football or soccer, as you guys call it.
now,
Poleaxe is
I'm sure you can poleaxe someone by like sort of sliding into them with like both legs in a scissor motion or something.
that's a soccer term. Yeah.
It's named after the weapon.
Yeah.
And the weapon was awesome.
And an axe with two penises, that would be my ex-wife in the back parking lot of the bar.
I don't want to know what you got up to with the one two penises.
It doesn't matter if you want to know or not, he'll tell you.
Right, we've got to fight this Strider.
Strider.
We've tied the first round. It's got 9 skills, so it's quite tough. It's not got a lot of stamina.
Mm.
We've won the second round. So we drew the first round, won the second round. We've got a slight skill advantage, which into drive home, which we're doing at the moment. 8-6 that round. 6-7, that's another tie. 10-7, that's a win for us. We haven't lost a round yet. Oh, I've cursed us. Sorry. 3-10 is a
But
big.
you're saying the truth?
5-9, I have cursed us. I say we haven't lost a round and we lose 2 in a row. 9-4 is a win. Come on, one more. 3-3, yes. Second time we've won a combat with. I don't want a picture, Manfred, of 2 penises. Thank you very much.
I'll keep my thought to myself.
It wouldn't be you if you did that.
All right.
Who on earth is Chesty Puller? I have no idea who Chesty Puller is.
I have a friend who does not have 2 penises, but he has 2 buttholes. He was born with a birth defect.
Oh.
So imagine when you take a dump, you have to wipe your ass.
Then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, what happens when he gets gas? Oh,
you do not want to be around him.
It's not that's not the worst thing that can happen. Diarrhea is the worst thing that could happen.
I wasn't going to go there.
Well, imagine if he had to do jail time.
Well, he'd be popular.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Sounds like he'd be getting TP'd.
He couldn't.
No need to bend over for the soap.
Mr. Baker, he can't just fart a tune. He could fart a harmony.
Yeah, he literally could. He could do the rhythm and the bass.
That's one big overture.
Daniel.
Yeah.
A message from Slam.
He's not wrong.
Sorry, Slan.
He's not really Slan.
The Strider has no possessions apart from a bone medallion hanging around its neck. Do you want to put the medallion around your own neck? Or should we climb back up the rope?
Yeah, let's try that out. Put it on.
I agree.
Bone or no bone?
That's what she said.
Daniel's wishing he didn't. I'm joking.
I bone, not somebody else's.
This stream has just gone to the dogs completely.
When doesn't it?
It's gone to the dogs completely.
Yeah, the sophomoric humor has gotten a little. Yeah.
Sophomore humor's gone to freshman humor's gone to toilet humor, gone to child humor.
It's all the same
place.
Yeah, let's put on the bone.
Yeah.
Necklace.
Okay. We are boning the necklace. 70.
John's like, she can't beat him, join him.
Nothing strange or untoward happens to you as a result of putting on the medallion. I'm going to put it on our equipment. Bone medallion. You look around and decide the best plan is to climb back up the rope. Turn to 321. 328, sorry. If I turn to 321, I don't know where we'd be.
I never got far enough to figure out what the bone medallion does.
You climb back out onto the edge of the pit and decide what to do next. Do we drop a gold object in the wooden box and walk across the bridge?
Yeah.
Do we walk across without paying, or do we go back and go down the T-junction towards the spears?
Do we still have any gold objects?
Yeah,
Just
the
that
ring
one
that
gold
we don't
ring.
want to give away.
Yeah.
And we don't want to go to the spike, so it's a guess of going over the bridge without paying.
I'm saying pay. Normally,
Ah, you're right, Mr. Baker. You're right. Sorry, he just sent me a message.
no. Normally, I'd say how about they just go, but this one seems like pay to play.
Walk across, no paying.
I agree. Yeah, we're not paying anything. We need that gold ring.
Something tells me we should be able to find all the rings that we needed. Just about without giving anything away.
I guess I got outvoted.
What did you want to do? Go backwards?
Well, no,
Yeah.
I guess we're going across, but
Okay, we've had 6 votes for walk across, 4 for going back, and 2 for paying. People have chopped and changed, so I don't know if that's 100% correct, but hey ho, we are walking across.
No paying. Good.
No paying. 152.
Ah, yes, the Yorkshire blood in me is happy.
Money? No, it's mine.
You step warily onto the rope bridge, testing it to make sure it'll bear your weight. Look around but see nobody, so you hurry across the bridge unchallenged.
Oh, nice. Sounds like we made it from your laugh.
The tunnel eventually comes to a dead end. There's a stone tablet set in the end wall with a small circular hole in its center. Around the hole are etched the words, 1 is on and 2 is gone. Do you wish to reach into the circular hole, or do we retrace our steps? So do we test out the glory hole, or do we go back?
Yeah, let's test it out.
Yeah.
Now you're showing your northernness.
What? Just sticking my hand into random holes?
It doesn't.
Let's try the glory hole. One mention of glory hole. Yes, let's try it.
I didn't say it first.
No, but you agreed.
True. Is there any sellotape on the outside?
Oh, just a random phone number of somebody else's.
So we've got the message, 1 is on and 2 is gone.
Nice, Helicar. Nice. He shared a joke with me. Can't say on stream because it's too rude.
Too rude. Too rude. Everyone's going for the hole. Everybody is going for the hole.
We're all men, aren't we? Any hole's a goal, as we say.
Sure, I bet.
I'll just repeat it. I think Straw Piglet's missed what I said. The tunnel eventually comes to a dead end. There's a stone tablet set in the end wall with a small circular hole in its center. Around the hole are etched the words, 1 is on and 2 is gone. Do we reach into the hole, which we are doing, or do we retrace our steps? And we are reaching into the hole.
Just hope it doesn't go moo when you do.
Or that. Yeah, that one.
Slowly, you reach further into the hole until your fingers touch 2 buttons, one with the number 1 stamped onto it, and the other bears the number 2. Do we press 1 or do we press 2?
I say 1.
Which one's red and which one's blue?
1 is on, 1 is on, and 2 is gone.
So if I'm understanding that correctly, it means that whatever was in number 2 is already gone. So we should go for 1.
Yeah, 1.
Well, what about if it's the if it's a trick and it means the opposite?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I just think that it's telling the truth.
I'm saying 1.
Everybody's going 1, apart from Justin.
Watch him be. He's right.
He's probably still angry you didn't go left earlier.
We did, but then we turned back.
Yeah, we did. He was upset.
Omen Al thinks number 2 means you lose your hand.
Did that make sense? That could make sense.
That's if it's on. That's if it's on a double worded trick.
Double bluff. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you press the button, a large stone slab in the left-hand wall of the tunnel pivots open. You step through the gap and find yourself in another tunnel. You soon come to a door in the right-hand wall which has an old broom nailed to it. Do we open this door or do we carry on?
An old broom?
Yes, a sweeping device.
Oh no, that's my wife's spare tire.
Is that her courtesy car? Yeah.
Honestly, it was like 2 years ago. We're on our way home from work, and there was one of those large floor brooms. They're like 2 feet across. Must have fallen out of somebody's work truck, laying in the middle of the road. So I took a pic, and I was like, and I posted on Facebook. It said, we got a flat tire on the way home. Deb, my wife, had to put the spare on. She did not appreciate that.
Does this mean we actually? Does this mean we have a broom now?
No, it doesn't say we've got a broom, but we can open the door with a broom on it, or we can continue down the tunnel. Those are our choices.
It's randomly just got a broom as a door handle. Okay.
The broom is attached to the door. So, open or go on?
Open.
Iman looks like he's frozen.
Nah, he just smoked a little too much.
No. Sorry. I'm replying to people's messages on Discord, so I don't think I'm ignoring them. Yeah, I think open the door as well.
Stop distracting him.
Open.
Everybody apart from Slan wants to open this door. Slan wishes to go on. There's always somebody who has to vote differently, so they can turn around to everybody else and go, "See, told you so."
Told you so.
Yeah, exactly. It's
even after half of this thing while he eats his dinner.
Let's face it, it is usually Justin.
Does that.
Right, let's keep going. Right, if you wish to open the door, 2, 4, 6. But Justin, you also never right either, because you always go left.
That's true, technically speaking.
As soon as you open the door, you are met by a blast of warm air. For a second, you think it's a trap, until you see a huge fire burning under a simmering cauldron in the center of a small room. An old woman is dropping rats, slugs, maggots, and centipedes into the cauldron. And she appears to be enjoying herself. Do we enter the room, or do we close the door and continue along the tunnel?
Enter the room.
She looks pleasant, but I'm not too sure about the cauldron.
Yeah, enter the room. Although I agree, I'm not sure about that cauldron.
But it can't be Granny Weatherwax, can it?
I'm just going to put that comment there. If he clearly hasn't spotted it yet. There we go.
Wait, which?
Oh, Freddie Weatherwax in the cauldron.
All right, Slan. I gotta ask though, which X? First one.
Flip a coin.
First one or the second one? There is a difference.
Toss a coin, heads or tails.
Yes, Halakar, Ian Livingstone was 40 years before his time. So we're entering the room. Oh, this is the page with the Chaos Champion stats on it. Don't worry, we're not fighting it at the moment.
I was going to say, what?
Yeah, it's in a different passage.
Yeah, so cute. My one cat's begging for catnip.
The old crone looks up and cackles an evil laugh and then throws some dust on the floor. A cloud of smoke rises up and the old witch vanishes. Suddenly there is movement above you, and you have just enough time to draw your sword as two vampire bats swoop down to attack.
What?
I'll be gone when the morning comes.
Fight the bats one at a time. However, while you're fighting the first bat, the second will cling to your back and suck blood. So every round we're fighting the first one.
While the other one damages us.
Yes. They're very low skill, though. They're both skill 5. So we're going to batter them. It's just that we guarantee.
Kind of funny that they're bats, and I can refer to them as my ex-wives. As you're fighting one, the other one's sucking your blood.
Sounds like a divorce to me.
Exactly.
emptying your wallet, yes.
Yeah.
Right, we killed the first one, so the second one detaches and we fight it. We've got a 5-point skill advantage, so unless I roll less than 7, then we're going to hammer them. And they have to roll double 6. But no, we've
but each time we each time we lose the strength.
Well, yeah, we lost 3 points of stamina in that fight, so we're down to 10 stamina. Okay, 140.
What, you lost stamina to vampire bats?
Yeah, because while we killed the first one, the second one sucked our blood.
Oh yeah, they have that chance, don't they?
No, it's automatic.
Yeah, it's like a bad night with a threesome. One kills you.
Yeah, one's doing the good sucky, one's doing the bad. What? What? I didn't say anything.
You get lucky with the good sucky, and then the bad sucky kills you.
Oh, this stream tonight. This stream tonight. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Why?
Because you're having fun.
We get you ready for tomorrow night.
It's good to have a bit of company and a good laugh, I think.
It is, yes, it is. No, for once, Justin, you are not responsible for any of the degeneracy. It's almost all Iman and Daniel. There's been a little bit from Joker in chat, but it's been mostly Iman and Daniel who've been degenerate.
I mean, to be fair, I will say I'm the youngest out of everyone here, so you can expect it from me. But Daniel,
dude, I do not have the filter. I've worked in factories way too long. I do not have a filter.
That's true.
Logic goes, the older you get, the worse material you have at your disposal.
Mm-hmm. Right. You decide to add your own ingredients to the witch's brew by dropping the vampire bats into the cauldron in the hope of poisoning her. You look around the room and find a polished wooden box with a face carved into it, a face which you recognize. It's that of the dwarf who entered the dungeon before you. You also find a small phial of red dust hidden inside an old book. Right. Okay. What do we do? Do we open the box? Do we throw dust on the floor? Do we put the phial of dust in our pouch? Or do we leave the room?
Dust on the floor.
I want to do 2 of those things, but I don't know if we get a chance
I want
to do
open
them
the box.
both.
I want
to take the red file, and then if we can, open the box after. But I would say take the file.
I want to do dust on the floor.
Dust. We've got 3 dusts.
We have 3 dust on the floor, 3 take the file at the moment.
Okay.
If I hadn't
I want to open the box.
If I hadn't have thrown Kelsey's tablet last week and busted it, I would join right now and add her in and say dust on the floor. So add another.
May I ask why you did that?
I have temperament issues.
Oh, me too.
And a game I was playing pissed me off, and I just threw it.
You just yeeted it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're 4 for taking the dust, but everybody else is going for throwing it on the floor. So that's what we do. 171.
That's why you guys didn't see Kelsey tonight when I was making dinner, is because I haven't.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. The new tablet, I haven't hooked up to everything yet.
Fair.
Emulating the old crone, you sprinkle some of the red dust on the floor. Smoke rises up, and you feel as if you are spinning in a black void. Seconds later, you find yourself standing in a small, empty room. There is an iron door, which is locked, and has no handle. You are trapped, and there is no escape. The best you can hope is that Succumbit's servants will find you before you starve to death. Alas, they don't.
Daniel.
What? It wasn't me.
You're the first one to say it.
I will tell you now that that's where I died when I played it through earlier in the week.
Oh, really?
Did I keep a good poker face then?
You did, yeah. No, I died a bit further on, but yeah, it still wasn't great.
So that's our first death in Trial of Champions.
22 hours, no death.
Does anybody have a drink that they can take a drink from, and we can just go back a page?
I am right now.
I picked the same one. I mean, we went 3 streams with Deathtrap Dungeon before we died, didn't we?
That's true. I think we got really lucky, though.
This has done us in 1 stream.
In less than 2 hours?
In less than 2 hours.
Okay. What was the one where we had to buy everything from the pawn shop across the road? That was the one we practically died in every stream.
The Armies of Death.
There was City of Thieves. Armies of Death killed us 2 or 3 times. City of Thieves took us about 4 attempts to get through.
This is the thing that boggles my mind about these books is Deathtrap Dungeon's the first, Trial of Champions the second, and then Armies of Death is the sequel to Trial of Champions. It's like you just get 20,000 gold pieces for going through all this shit. My man blows it on an army.
Yeah.
Like, you live the rest of your life in like luxury. You know what I mean? Why would you carry on after that? 20,000 gold pieces.
I'm opening my package of books.
Oh,
the seal is broken.
I've broken the
There's
seal.
Omanel here.
So,
the seal has been broken.
Next week.
Oh, next week we're trying something new, are we?
Yeah.
Next week we are going to try one of these ones.
So none of us know what's happening.
No.
Jeb's right, because you could have 100,000 gold pieces. Exactly. You get greedy, don't you? So next week we will play one of these, which arrived this week.
Well, surely we have to play with number 1. Come on.
Of course we do.
what's it called? Flight from
Flight
the
of the
Dark.
Dark.
Flight from the Dark.
I like the
These-
cover. The cover art looks pretty cool.
These are the reprints, aren't they? So let's see what the artwork inside
No,
is like.
no pre-reading, gig. No pre-reading.
Right, I'm going to tell you now. There's quite a lot of stuff at the back, a lot of background stuff. There is 350 entrances to read in the book.
Okay.
The bit at the start, there's a map. There's levels of training, wisdom. Oh, it's going to be a bit more complicated. It's going to be a bit more complicated.
Yeah, I've heard there's a few more mechanics, but it's still quite good.
John,
What was that?
can you hold that cover up again?
It's not the original one, the original 80s version. But that.
Well, I was trying to think of D&D artists and who that. I'm thinking that looks kind of like Jeff Easley type stuff, but not.
Let me see who it is. See if it does.
I don't. It's not Easley, but it looks kind of like what he would do.
We'll credit
Illustrated
the
by
illustrator somewhere.
The cover's awesome. I love the art. So that's just me being a geek.
I can't see it mentioned. Printed and bound in Great Britain, so this is a British version of the book.
Well, just like the art. That's all.
Yeah, this version was done in 2021. It's a British release.
Cool.
That's book 2.
Yeah, I'm loving this cover art. I think it's awesome.
That's book 3.
Is it got no illustration by on it where all the published dates are?
The internal art appears to be done by the original author, the original guy Gary Chalk, who was involved in the original series. So I'm guessing the originals. So there's nothing about that.
I'm just wondering. Sometimes the front covers for future releases are previous works that never got used by the same artist, kind of thing. Sometimes.
John, that reminds me.
Alberto. It says Alberto de Largo for this one. Actually, I missed that out.
Oh, the front cover.
It's below. Let's have a little look. Yeah, cover art is by Alberto de Largo. Whoever he
Nice.
I have to look him up. John, that reminds me. You did.
Castle of Doom. Oh, good.
It's been a couple years. You did a thing about I think it was Descent into the Depths, one of the Joe series.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the pre-made characters on the back page, and you got into the English meanings of their names, like Gleep. Do you remember that one?
I did look up the meanings of some of their names. Yes.
Because they were all like, every name had a meaning into like the underworld of modern day. You know what I mean?
It did, yes.
Pedal on the Sand.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Faffled Wimmercraft being one of them.
And there's Gleep, Dwinder, something. Yeah.
Yes.
I keep trying to find that video just to watch it again, but
I don't think I did a video specifically on that topic. I think I just discussed it in another.
It was about the module, and then you were discussing the characters' names and what they actually meant in English terminology. I wish I could find that, because to me it was so cool and entertaining and neat. And now, of course, I can't find it.
I can't remember. I've never reviewed the D series because I've never run them. I've read them, but I've not run them. So it's going to be in one of the more general discussion ones.
Yeah,
makes it
that's
hard.
just I can't find it. But I thought it was so cool that you explained everybody's name. It was really neat.
I don't remember explaining everybody's name, but I do remember explaining one or two and saying that they were Old English words, and that
Yeah,
they sound
yeah.
silly. They've got a meaning.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Anyhow, sorry to get off topic.
That's quite all right. It's quite all right. So we know what we're doing next week. We are trying a whole different book. I know these were big in America. Fighting fantasy was huge over here, and these were the equivalent in popularity in America. So, Gleepwerp the Eyebiter. There was Fleur Trantle. There was Phage the Kexi. There was Beak Gwenders of Crudel. There was Fonkin Hoddy Peak.
Yeah.
Clybolts the Maximum.
He was a gnome. Fodle Peak, I think, was a gnome.
Fonkin Hoddy Peak was either elf or half elf, I'm sure of it.
Maybe. It's been a while since I looked at it. Yeah, I thought all those names are, and as teenagers we laughed at them, and then when you explained the meanings behind them, because they were, I thought that was really neat.
I don't think they've all got meanings, but I think some of them have. That's my favourite one. That was it. I believe Faffle means to talk a bit.
Yeah.
I think
That's a good one. Yep.
Yes, Iman is lost in time and space and has gone blurry. So if anyone wants to take a screen grab, as soon as I say that.
Too late. I know what you fuckers are like.
I always rewind the stream.
Oh, that's true. Too late.
Well, Halakon, they are Gygax being Gygaxian because a lot of them are genuine Old English words that he's dredged up from the annals of time.
Correct, yeah.
He added a bit of his own tweak to it, but of course, I can replay and grab the screenshot. And there we go. Grab that screen. No, it's a bit blurry.
Not as good as Patrick when his mouth was still open.
I foiled you now, sir.
Absolutely. Got you. Yes. But no, I was thinking of doing a couple of videos on how they did a lot of the comparing the abilities of pre-generated characters between modules. And because there's a lot of modules that had pre-generated characters, and I wonder if I do it. Maybe I'll just knock up a. Okay, I'll be really sad and do a spreadsheet with all of them on.
Honestly, John, I think that would be pretty cool because you think of all the slavers, they all had pre-gens.
Yeah.
All of the giants had pre-gens. And the whole Joe series, that'd be pretty cool.
In fact, we could do a tier list where we rank the modules according to the quality of the pre-generated characters.
That would be awesome.
That's a good video idea.
Yeah, you could do like 2 months of videos just on that easily.
Yeah. Lazy content.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, but is it lazy though? Because you're the one doing all the legwork. You can do whatever you want after that.
That's true. It's a lot of legwork though.
Exactly. So if you want to reuse that content a few times, I'm sure you've earned that right.
If you think about it, you got to compare the quality of the pre-gens to the module in each module. Like, are these people good? Are these people?
So you've got the pre-gens within the module, and then you've got the comparisons between each module as well, right?
Correct. Like the pre-gens from the slavers compared to the Drow series, compared to the Giant series.
Mhm.
So,
Right. Halakar, if a friend had, I mean, was it your module or was it your friend's module? If it was your module and your friend has written in it to change one of the NPCs into a half drow, that would be a friend who is about to suffer.
yeah.
Yeah. If it was you, if it was his
What, in
module,
real life?
oh yes, there would be violence.
Okay.
Drow are good enemies. I don't like them as PCs. Unless I had a group who are playing an all drow party.
If you were doing like a total Underdark series and do all Drow, that would be cool.
Yeah, but the party would have to really lean into it.
Yeah.
Really lean into it.
You
And-
gotta get a little sadistic.
Oh yes, the players would have
the women
to be.
have to be like the whipping. You know, if you're a male, you're the whipping pole.
Yep.
Like you said, you got to really role play that one. Kind of like you and your goblin with the frickin' chicken.
Yes, I think if I had about 6 players, I'd allow 2 players to be female characters, but I would insist that they have to fight. They have to be up against each other for leadership.
Yeah,
The 4 males would have to be subservient.
exactly. And how
But
many guys are going to go along with? And I'm talking about in real life. How many guys are going to?
But what I would expect.
Whipped?
But what I would expect them all to do is scheme against each other.
Yeah, there's that too. Where's the dagger? You know.
Yes.
There it is.
Bit of
Although
scheming.
one thing you did last week, John, maybe the week before, I can't remember. You did one of your episodes. Maybe I mentioned this. If I did, stop me. You were reviewing a dragon magazine.
Yep.
And it was about I think it was dragon. And it was about bodily injuries and scars.
Yes.
And I like the fact that you brought up Angus.
Yeah.
That was pretty freaking cool.
Because Angus is yours. He's your pride and joy.
But no, I like how you said I can't quote it, but it's paraphrasing, but I think you said I have a player in one of my campaigns whose character lost an eye, and he can't remember your exact words, but
I couldn't remember how it happened. But I remember it had
well,
been
it was by an arrow. But the fact that I didn't bitch about it and I carried on and added it to his character. As in character of his character, not you know what I mean?
He wears an eye patch, and on one occasion he has switched it to the other eye, so he couldn't see what was going on.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Wait, he switched his eye patch to the other eye.
Yeah, I don't want to see this.
Nice.
I can't remember why, but I do remember it.
It's like when John's had enough. He's like, right, I've seen enough. Take his glasses off.
But my only thing is, eventually, he's going to take
that's about
another arrow to the head. And then
Anyway,
Angus no eyes.
I'm going to finish off my wine, and then I'm going to end the stream because
that works.
We're coming up to
the vino.
Yeah,
oh, I've been sipping it. Sipping some fizzy wine all night.
What time is tomorrow's session?
2:00 my time.
Wait, what? I don't know. Where are you, Pennsylvania? What is that? 6 hours behind?
If it's
It's
John's 2
5 hours.
o'clock, it's 9 for me, so that's fine.
It's 9 o'clock. in the
7.
morning. 9 o'clock.
No.
That works.
4,
Yes.
5. Yeah, so it's 3 p.m. your time, Daniel.
Oh,
9
great.
p.m. 9 a.m. his time.
What?
We're talking about
Yeah, it's all
the
morning
afternoon
for them.
Talking about the afternoon
I'll-
session.
Oh,
I'll
we're
have,
talking about OSE.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Palladium. Sorry, my bad.
no, I'm not in the Palladium. I didn't jump in soon
Yeah,
enough.
you said you were going to lurk, though. That's why I thought you were
Yeah, I'll
talking about
lurk
it.
for that. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
before we finish
that's
tonight's stream,
at 3
tomorrow we're playing OSE. Gene is running the game. I'll be playing in it. In the morning, I'm hopefully sorting out Joker's sound, if I can
All
manage that. So I'll be
Does-
driving over to Joker's house in the morning. Hopefully that won't take too long because
All right.
if it takes too long, then I'll probably be in a bad mood come the afternoon.
I don't expect anybody to remember, but who do I have in Gene's campaign? Is it
Angus, I
Warlock?
think.
What?
I think it's Angus.
Okay, Angus. Cool. I get to kick ass, take names, and piss on the people's graves.
I think it was Angus.
right. It's just a normal Tuesday for you.
So tomorrow we're playing OSE. We'll play for about 4 hours in the afternoon, and in the evening it's Bear's Palladium game, in which both myself and Iman are players. So we'll be streaming that live, on our
Indeed.
channel. Yes. So
If Sir Gerard is a bit more irate than normal, I have Joker to blame.
yes, you will have. But I have plans in my head for Sir Gerard, but it depends on how the session
What am I
goes.
getting blamed for now?
If it takes too long to fix your sound.
Yes. Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
Gene, I'll get Angus out tonight. That way I don't have to dick around in the morning.
But we are at
Pumpkin time?
pumpkin time.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's
All right.
7 minutes to midnight. I've got things to do in the morning. So
It's not muffin time.
yes. So
All
it's
right,
time
guys.
to
It
depart.
was a good evening. Have a good night. I'll talk to most of you guys tomorrow.
Cheers, Daniel.
See you later, Dan.
Cheers,
Take
Iman.
care.
Cheers, Joker. Subscribe to their
Yeah.
channels.
Later, John.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. If you've got a channel,
Good night, everyone in chat.
subscribe to Major's Musings, subscribe to Grumpy Old Slan, and subscribe to Hungar the Starvarian. If anybody else has got a channel, you've got about 10 seconds before I close it.
Intellectual quandary, me. Time's up, Joker.
I've already said that for you. Your IQ, intellectual quandary. Joker is
You old
timed up.
geek, this dude here.
Yes. So cheers all. Thank you for joining in, and I'm gonna depart. Good night.
Bye, everybody.